just wait a second for a few folks to come on. Give them a view of the... Hey guys.
Hey guys.
We are at FSL Motors in Aurora. This is Aurora, right? Or is it Denver? This is Aurora. Yeah, in Aurora. How are you? It's Melitzi and Samhal.
Hey everybody.
Hey guys. So we're doing a quick live for you because something really tragic happened last week and we weren't able to share the news because it was Tigray Festival. And so we wanted to honor, you know, what we were there for. And something in our community happened that we weren't able to share. So Samhal and I have come together to bring this to the forefront because, you know, as Tegaru, one thing that we've done over and over again is we hide our pain and we don't talk about what's happened to us. And we've got to stop that now. And so we're here at FSL Motors. It's probably, the writing is weird for you all because of the way that we're recording, selfie recording. So it looks all backwards. But essentially, somehow, do you want to break down what happened?
So during festival week, Tigray Festival Week, the second day, so on Wednesday of last week,
Speak up. Mm-hmm.
July 28th of last week, there was a auto sales garage, a Tigrayan family-owned business that was set on fire deliberately. We don't know who did it, but the individual who set the place on fire came back 3 different times to make sure that it was set aflame. And again, this is while we are all occupied during Tigray Festival Week, so everyone's already, you know, running around with their heads cut off. And someone came with the intent to destroy and set this business on fire.
So I don't know if you heard what she just said. Tigray Festival just happened last week, and it was an opportunity for Tegaru worldwide to come together and talk about what? How to rebuild for our families, how to make Tigray stronger moving forward. Those are the kinds of things we were talking about. In the meantime, a Tegaru-owned business, a family that has contributed significant funds to the rebuilding efforts in Tigray, were targeted by arsonists. And let's be real, Tegaru have been targeted worldwide. This isn't the first time. We know that there were some people who got ran over in DC because they were Tegaru, they were identified. Here in Denver, we were maced by people because of our ethnic identity. And so this has been happening and we keep being really quiet about it. And enough already. Enough's enough. That's why we're here. We're here because we started a GoFundMe for the family, yes, for FSL, even though they really didn't want it. I have to tell you what their response to us when we started this was, people are dying. Our families are literally dying. Our families are literally starving. So they burned down part of our shop. So they, by the way, the damages are over $70,000 are the damages that they have due to the arson. And so, but their humble response is, but our families are dying. This is a small price to pay. But that's not really how we roll, right? As Tegaru, we have to support one another. And people who believe that genocide is wrong, you know, we all have to work together and expose these people. Somebody asked if we find out who did it. It's being investigated. The fire folks who came out said it was clearly arson. It was clearly deliberate. And they made 3 attempts to burn this place down.
In the same day.
The same night. And so the first 2 attempts didn't work. They started a dumpster fire. They tried to burn part of the fence. And then the 3rd time, they were successful in getting to the dealership. By the way, there are apartments on the other side and trees. So if the wind blew the wrong way and it went the other direction, there are people living there. This is how sick these people are in terms of, you know, how low they're willing to go. I mean, people could have died as a result of this. We're going to quickly show you the exterior damage. There's a lot of interior damage too. You could see pictures on the GoFundMe site, but we just want to show you a little bit about what happened from the outside of this business. And also, this is a lesson for everybody, for Tegaru-owned businesses. Make sure your security and your alarms and all of your stuff is in order, and be vigilant, because unfortunately, while we fight for our families, there are people who are willing to fight us for speaking up. And so,
and it's just another, you know, element of this Tigray genocide. Like, most of us think that this is only happening to our families back home, but this is happening here in the US, in the UK. We are being targeted because of our ethnicity, and this is the result of it.
Absolutely.
And if we stay quiet, then, you know, I understand, like, it's our culture. We don't want to ask people, you know, to feel sorry for us, because we, like we've said, our families are getting thrown in the rivers, like tied up, and they're being executed. So this matters just as much.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you all for being here. I'm going to flip the screen, and then we're going to show you a little bit of the damage that they sustained. And so here you could see a little bit more. I mean, this is a legit dealership. They are doing their thing. They also do repairs, you know, auto body repair, and also, you know, engine repair and that kind of thing. So I'm going to show you how they did this. So this is the far corner of the lot. I want you to look at this car. Look at the damage.
And you can still smell it. You can still smell the, like, charred.
Yeah, you can. I want you to look at this. Look, this wall that you see is actually the back garage of apartment buildings. This is crazy. And just right here, so this is where they, you know, would have thrown whatever they threw or did whatever they did to start the fire. So they came in through the side here where there are apartments. Just look at the trees. And there's an apartment right behind it. So if the wind blew, I'm not exaggerating, they lit that dumpster on fire, it would have hit the trees and then hit the apartments right behind it. And it was the people who live in the apartment who called 911 3 different times. They literally tried 3 times. And because the fire got put out before it hit the, you know, before it hit the business, they came back. And the 3rd time they were able to cause all of this destruction.
And all of this had to be boarded up. Did you get this part?
Yeah, I'm going to turn it around in just a second. But I just want to show them how bad it is. Look at the charred fence, the car. I'm going to spin back around. I mean, this is completely out of control. So this right here had to all be boarded up.
The other side of it is where the garage is.
Now there are cameras there. There were not before. But you can see, trying to be careful. So all of this, the fire went through here. It burned up a bunch of tools. We put pictures of those. Damages are estimated to be around 70,000, if not more. That's just over here for the business, let alone the apartments next door. So I'm not going to actually go inside to show you the damages that we looked at earlier. There are pictures because they're in there now. Working, but I just wanted to give you an idea of how bad this was. And then on the other side of this, a bunch of stuff melted, metal melted. I mean, it was insane. And thank God, I'm gonna fish it back around now. So thankfully, there were people, it was actually a pregnant woman, we learned, who heard the noise and called 911. And so that's how, you know, we were able to, and apparently she's the one who called 3 times. There may be some video. We're trying to still, you know, gather as much information, knock on doors and see what happened. But we're sharing this video with you because we hope you'll contribute and help these people, rebuild. You know, rebuild and recoup the significant loss that they experienced. One that they actually, the significant loss that they experienced. One that they actually didn't really want. They did bless us at the end to go ahead and start the GoFundMe, but they didn't want it because honestly, what's happening to our families is so much worse. But really, this is a public service announcement as well. If you are a Tigrayan and you have a business, be vigilant and make sure that you have everything in place in terms of security that might be needed. So it's really unfortunate that we're coming to you this way, but we hope you'll support. We hope you'll share. If you can't donate, that's all right. Just share it. We just want to make sure everyone is aware of what's happening. Anything else you want to add somehow?
I just want to add to that it's not necessarily the property damage too. It's like, you know, psychological warfare. Like, this is meant to destroy you, to break you down. Like, this is your livelihood. This is your business. This has, you know, nothing to do with what they stand for. Like, it's unbelievable still that, you know, this could happen here in the States.
Yep.
but it has, and it will continue to happen. Like the police said, they said that they're not going to stop, that there's no guarantee they might even come back again, and that they have no lows. Like they're willing to, kill innocent people on the other side
Right.
of this building just to make sure that this business was destroyed. So even if you don't contribute, financially, just coming down here and sharing their business. Like we were here earlier, people came and brought fruit, made them coffee and stuff.
That was sweet, huh?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
let them know that they're loved, and because this is the kind of stuff that breaks down your spirit.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
Just show them we're unbreakable.
Yep.
We truly are. So
Somehow made a great point, actually. We were inside, and it's not an exaggeration that as the word spreads, because you know how word spreads in our communities, people were bringing food and fruit and just coming to support and just let them know, like, we're here to support you. We're not going to let you fight this alone. We're all in it together. And what a shame. And what a shame that Tegaru are not only being targeted in Ethiopia, in their homes, but also here in America. So shame. So hopefully we'll get more information, and if we do, we're going to bring it to you, and hopefully there are cameras in the area that caught more, and we'll keep bringing it to you. But they don't deserve this. They were huge supporters to the relief efforts as people are starving in Tigray, and so we're grateful to that, and it's their families too. So all right, with that, we're going to sign off. Share the GoFundMe. Make sure that you contribute if you can. But if nothing else, share it. That's important and it's meaningful. All right?
thank you
Tigray
guys.
Tsair.
Tigray Tsair.